Hello, Fallout friends. We are back with a very short episode. Why is it short? Because Windows 10 is causing some problems. So I was playing, trying to get that army base cleared. And after half an hour, just when I was about to finish the episode, the game just froze. There was no crash or anything. It was just like a standstill screen or whatever you call it, and I couldn't get to desktop. I couldn't open the task manager. Well, I could open the task manager, but all the input devices didn't work. With other words, the mouse and keyboard. So I could not save the sound file. So all my rambling during that episode was lost, but the audio recording just cut off and is of course still available. So this is going to be a short episode, and I'm just going to show you in the VLC player here what I actually did. So Tozy, to comfort you, so Goris is fine, right? Goris is just chilling with the other freaks down in the military basement. No problem with him. I decided to go to San Francisco and look for a Gauss rifle. And I found one. So I picked up some assets out of the trunk, right? Because we still have a lot of shit there. And I went to the gun shop and looked what was available. And I got the Gauss rifle. As you can see, it's expensive as fuck, 22,000. But of course, I had a lot of stuff that I could trade in for it, as you can see. The only problem there was, I was trying to figure out what kind of ammo it uses, right? And after scrolling through all the options, I just took the gun and let me see where it is. I bought it and put it in my inventory. No. Yeah, I put it in my inventory and I found out that I needed the 2mm cartridges, and we had some of those, right? But I sold them because I didn't really have any use for them. And this vendor right here, he only had, let me guess, was it, no, this vendor didn't have anything. We got it from, let me see where it is, there it is. As you can see, we found the Gauss pistol from somewhere, and there were 50 bullets, 50 cartridges for like Gauss cartridges, whatever, Gauss ammo. And I decided to use those. The gun itself was completely empty. There were no bullets in the gun itself, but the Gauss pistol was full. So I decided to see if that would actually work out, right? And I put the Gauss pistol as a secondary weapon. I don't know if that's going to work because we don't have that much ammo for it, so I might need another secondary weapon, maybe a laser weapon. I think Tozy suggested that I should put some points in laser guns to maybe have an alternative ready for that. I went to the NCR to check out if he had any more ammo for the Gauss rifle, but he didn't. So I said, fuck it, what am I going to do? And went back to, no, I didn't. I went back to Reno, checked the arms dealer, and if he had any ammo for it, but he didn't, right? And that kind of sucked. I don't know where I'm actually supposed to get ammo for it to get me through the rest of the game. So after that, I went to the army base. Military base. Sorry, it's not the army, it's the military base. And we already killed some of the mutants last part, so it should be much, much easier now. And it actually was. The Gauss rifle is actually pretty good. And there's Goris. As you can see, Goris is fine. He's just there with all the mutants. And here I am shooting at the mutants, and they take about, I don't know, 29 to whatever, 36 hit points as damage for a normal hit, and it hits, I think I've seen up to 100 points for a critical hit, and there the game crashed again, but I didn't mind that, so I went back into the game because I saved right in front of the elevator, which was good. So it hits for like mid 30s and it crits for 50 to whatever, 100. I think there was 100 to hit. And I quickly disposed of these, and the splatter animation of the Gauss rifle looks really awesome. It like blows a hole into their side. So I killed all these guys. Picked up Gores again. And you know, Tozy, I think you said that you thought, or you remember that Gores was more useful. So my guess, but I have to look that up, is that maybe because of the restoration project, they changed some of the armor ratings or something, and melee attacks aren't just that, or like unarmed attacks aren't just that powerful anymore. I don't know. So this guy here, he was blocking or guarding the elevator. So we killed him pretty quickly, and we went down to the last floor, and I didn't really know what was going to await me there, and that was actually pretty exciting, but it was kind of frustrating too, as you can see. So I went down, there were just some radios on the ground from like dead Enclave soldiers, and I went up north, and there was this guy standing there, like around green pus, whatever that is, radioactive shit. And I didn't know what he was up to, so I just killed him, right? But then I was like, okay, maybe I have to talk to him. See, it critically hit for 108 points. So I was like, okay, maybe I have to talk to him, not just kill him. So I saved this part right here where I already killed him, and went back to the save before. He has a laser rifle, by the way, and the tape. It's nice. I haven't looked at it yet. Yeah, I did save on a different spot and then loaded the game up right before attacking him to see if I have to talk to him. And this is what happens. He says, attack my pets. And then he just calls in death claws. Like first it's 1, then I think 2, and I think there are like 4 or 5 death claws as a whole. And when he's called all the death claws, he starts calling fire geckos. And the death claws, holy shit, they're causing me a lot of trouble. They have about 4 hits per round, and they knock me down a lot. And when I get knocked down, I lose 3 action points. So I was in this situation, like the first time I fought him, as you can see here, I have like 3 death claws around me. Oops, I thought I did that. I had like 3 death claws around me, and they were just striking me with 4 hits per round. Gores wasn't doing anything. He was just chilling down there. I don't know, maybe he doesn't fight death claws. That could actually be a thing. I didn't even think of that. Because I remember I did this fight like 3 or 4 times, and he never fought a death claw. He just went up to the fire geckos or the boss and attacked them. That could actually be a thing, right? That he wouldn't attack his own kind. Kind of makes sense. So I had serious trouble because they're just standing around me and they knocked me down all the time. So I only had 1 shot I could get off per round, because I had to heal up all the time, because they were like taking, I don't know, 100 hit points per round from me. So I failed this first fight. I died. And then I fought him again. I thought maybe Sigor's is down there. I thought maybe if I get him in this little narrow passage right here, I could fight them 1 by 1, which kind of worked, but not really. As you can see, they're starting to swarm me around here, and this fight actually, I think, took the longest. I actually killed 1 or 2 death claws, and then I think, yeah, it's kind of too tough. More or less, and they just ripped me apart, and there are more coming. And then the last fight was actually pretty close. I think I was running really low on ammo. I had like 6 bullets left. I could have taken the cartridge out of the Gauss pistol and used the ammo for the rifle, but still, I was getting really low on stim packs, and then the game crashed. So that's the last episode, or this episode. Sorry about the let's playing over let's play, I guess it is. So my plan And I think that's a pretty good plan, but I want to hear what you guys think. So my plan is, there are 2 more I read, right? Because I want to get the science skill up to get the Skynet robot from, where was that? That weird research facility, I don't know. And our science skill is pretty high. And there are 2 more science books in San Francisco sold by merchants. So my plan is to go back to San Francisco, get those 2 science books, skill up science to, I think it was 121, I have to look that up, get science to 121, then go back to the research thing. Was it the Sierra Army Navy base or something? Army Navy base, research base or something. Get the super brain Skynet, because that thing is supposed to be pretty good. And then, because Goris isn't doing anything in this fight, so I will switch out Skynet for Goris just for this fight, I guess. Maybe take Goris, leave Sulik, I don't know, but Sulik has to stay. I don't know yet. And then we're going to come back here, and with the extra firepower of Skynet, because I heard Skynet can actually use Gauss Rifle, so we might... I don't know, is there another Gauss Rifle in the game somewhere? Well, we have to see about that. But we're going to equip him with, or Skynet, with a good weapon. And with the extra firepower, we should actually be able to manage to get this fight done. I could actually skip this fight if I wanted to, but I bet killing all these death claws will give like a huge amount of XP. So I really want to do this fight. So that's what we're going to do in the next episode, and I'll see you guys then, and goodbye.